Hello everyone, Adam here from ECP and the Faculty of Education. I just wanted to do a quick video regarding Zoom and security. Now you might have seen stories online like Zoom faces a privacy and security backlash or racist Zoom bombing at virtual synagogue. Now basically what's happening is people are joining Zoom meetings they aren't invited to, and they're doing this by guessing the meeting ID and then just entering those and then saying racist things or posting objectionable content like pornography in the meetings. And this is something we obviously don't want to happen. So I'm going to show you how to prevent this from happening through a few simple tips. These are available online, but I thought I'd show you a video on how to do these settings yourself for your classes. So how do you prevent this type of stuff from happening? Well, the key here is setting a password for your Zoom meetings. How do you do that? Well, within Zoom, if you set your Zoom meetings using the Zoom app itself, this would happen through a scheduled meeting, so you'd have to schedule the meeting. Now within that, you've got the option right here of password. So simply you turn that on. It's going to generate a random password. Make sure that you send that password to your students, and then that will prevent someone who's guessing your meeting number, but they can't guess the password in addition to the meeting number. It'd be very difficult for them to do. So this is where you set the password within Zoom when you schedule a meeting. Now, say you don't use the Zoom app to schedule meetings. Say you use McGill's My Courses. So within here, you've got the Zoom tab, so you click Zoom, and then you've got schedule and Zoom meeting. Now within this, if you scroll down to meeting options, require password. Now here, you just create a password for yourself, and again, share that with your students. So that's how you set a password both in Zoom and within My Courses. Do that. The other thing that you can do to help increase the security when you're using Zoom is not allowing students to share their screen unless you want them to. So how do you do that? So I'm going to start a new meeting that I'm not inviting anybody to. Now within the screen sharing options here, I'm going to go advanced screen sharing options, and you can see who can share. You want it set to only host. Now, if you have students doing presentations, you might want to let them share their screen so that they can show their slides. So when that happens, you would open this tab and go all participants, then have your students present. And then once that's done, you open the tab again and turn it back to only host. The reason being is students can share their webcam, but if you're allowing them to share their screen, if you have everybody there to share their screen, they can put anything on their screen. They can go to a website and then post that to the chat, and then everyone sees what's on their screen, not just what's on their webcam. And so that's another setting you might want to use. So those are the two things you want to concern yourself with: setting a password and making sure that only the host can share their screen. Those are settings. Within Zoom. There's one other practice that you're going to want to engage in, and that's not posting the Zoom invitation publicly. Don't post it to your class's Facebook page. Don't post it to your Twitter account, because those invitations have the meeting ID and the password. And that's how other people could join your class when you don't really want them there. And there are people out there actively looking for random Zoom meetings to join so that they can engage in Zoom bombing. Yes, people have a lot of time on their hands right now. And so don't post it publicly. Instead, only post it through My Courses or only through an email that goes directly through your students. So that's absolutely everything. If you follow those 3 simple guidelines: password, only host can share their video, and don't post the invitation publicly, you should be able to keep your class secure. Stay healthy, everybody.